Hey, my lovely Serene Dream here with another filmy and general energy reading. And if you're new to my channel, this reading can resonate whenever you find it. It is timeless. It can resonate with you for the day, the week, the month, or even the year. But do keep in mind it is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. So take only what resonates. Leave what does not. Reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. If you would like to check out your monthly Zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can do so at the Vimeo links below in the description box. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find the link to my website in the description box as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance, and let's go ahead and get into your messages for this time. Okay, as I started recording, I started to faintly hear the Isley Brothers' Voyage to Atlantis. I kept hearing the chorus, I'll always come back to you. I get something about lifetimes because Atlantis is like, although I believe it's real, it's still technically viewed as a mythical place. Um, and I get like past life energy strongly whenever Atlantis is mentioned, and I get very ancient energy, not just past life energy, but like a very ancient past life. And I get like very powerful, like God, goddess energy almost, or like strong angel energy attached to this. So I feel that you had a past life with someone that was from a very ancient time. I'm also hearing Mesopotamia. So some of you probably had a past life in Mesopotamia. But I feel that in wherever you were, whatever past life you share with this person, I get that it was a very, like you are a very powerful beings. And I feel that when you were together, it's almost like you ruled the world together. Like even if you weren't, like you could have literally been gods in a previous lifetime. I'm picking that up for someone. That's not going to be for everybody. And if it was not, I feel like it was an ancient lifetime regardless, but not everybody is going to have like god goddess status literally. If it is not an actual god or goddess status that you held in the previous lifetime, I get that. Sorry, I get that you like something about like you and your partner were like a very admired couple. Like something about your love made people want a love like that. So I get like you all in some way, like you were either gods literally and like the whole of the land view. I'm also getting what is the Indian uh oh my gosh, is it Parvati or uh what is, hold on, I don't want to, cuz I feel like it's significant. mm. Okay, yeah, Parvati and Shiva, the Hindu. Like I'm getting that also. So some of you probably are the incarnation, like you are a reincarnation of Parvati and Shiva. For others of you, I'm also getting Isis, Osiris. I'm getting, it's like a strong like god, goddess, soulmate energy I'm picking up here from an ancient past life. Um, what's the Mesopotamian? It's I just, it's funny because I was reading, like I came across this goddess the other day. It was very randomly. What is her name? Ishtar. Who is her counterpart? Hmm. Does she have Inanna? Inanna was another name of hers. I don't know who her counterpart was. Um, Demuzi? Tammuz is also a name of his. Okay, yeah, he was a young shepherd. So he wasn't equal to her, but they still joined in the ritual called the sacred marriage. But yeah, I'm picking up all of these figures. Like I said, for it's not going to be for all of you. Some of you, like you were not a god or goddess, but you still had like a love that was very special and admired by, I'm hearing by all in the land that you resided in. But I'm getting this strong energy regardless that you all made some sort of pact or promise way back when that you would always find each other whenever you were incarnated at the same time. Because I'm also getting an energy that you aren't always in, like you weren't always incarnated together. Sometimes one would incarnate and the other would stay, in the spiritual realm and like sort of, interact with the other from the spiritual realm. I feel like you were always connected, whether you were physically incarnated together or not. But I feel like in this time, in this space, you all incarnated together and you're coming together because that's the promise that you made way back when. So it's like, regardless, I'm getting this energy, like, regardless of who is in the picture or what you all have going on, it's like when you all find each other in a lifetime that you're both incarnated again, you drop everything and you come together. It's almost like the blinders go on for everybody else. You could be literally dating someone. I'm hearing you could even be married to someone. And if you come across your divine counterpart from that ancient lifetime, it's like you're getting a divorce, you're breaking up with that person, and you're getting with each other. That's the kind of love, like, I'm hearing you gravitate toward each other. So it's almost like throughout your lifetimes that you are physically incarnated together, you're constantly in search of each other, whether it was a conscious thing or not. Some of you are probably tapped in enough to know that there was, like, your counterpart was out there and you were seeking them. Others of you, you probably weren't woken enough yet, but you just felt like you were being pulled toward an energy. And as you were dating people, it's like you kept encountering energies that were not this energy that you were feeling pulled toward, that you were feeling like you belonged with. Like, these people could have come close and they could have been great in their own way and you could have had a great relationship with them, but it just always felt like something was missing and you didn't understand why. And then when you finally meet this person, some of you, I'm getting that you encountered them already. For some of you, you probably haven't. I feel like it's a small number of you who have not encountered this person yet, but you're going to very quickly. For others, I feel like you've encountered this person already and you and your person have been cleaning up your lives, like getting rid of everything and everyone so that you all, like everyone that could get in the way of you all being together. So it's not just about people, but it's also like habits, things that could sabotage your relationship or, like, I'm hearing, bring doom to the two of you. It's like you all have been, you encountered each other and it's like you went away and you went to just go clean up in all the ways necessary so that you all could have this great relationship in this lifetime. And I'm hearing about like a rising of status. So I feel like regardless of whatever status you all hold presently, I feel like that status is going to rise to an even greater height, together. I get something about not seeing this coming. I feel like a lot of people won't see this relationship coming. When you all, because I feel like you all might be together for a little while. Some of you are already together. But I feel like it's going to take a little minute before you all decide to publicly reveal your relationship. I guess something about, like, maybe it's the fact that you kind of want to work out the kinks and stuff privately and just kind of strengthen your relationship, away from prying eyes first, so that when you do publicly reveal it, it's not anything that could, your relationship is not on shaky ground. Like, it has a very solid foundation. I feel like you're working your relationship up to that point of being very solid before everybody else knows about it. But I feel like when you do publicly reveal it, it's going to surprise a lot of people. I heard shock more specifically. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to be shocked by it. Maybe because on the surface you all don't seem matched or something. Like, you all, I feel like you are well matched, but I feel like something about, like, on the surface, like, if people just look at you all together for the first time, they'll be like, how did these two even, like, this is the most random coupling ever. You know what I'm getting? I know they aren't together anymore, but I remember when, for those of you who know the actor Taye Diggs and April, who is Omarion's baby mama, when they first got together, it was like the most random pairing ever that shocked a lot of people. But over time, it's like they became a very endearing couple. Like, people love to see them together. They seem to have a lot of fun together. They seem to fit in some odd way, but it's like you would have never known that just by looking at them together for the first time. But it's like, as you continue to see them together, it's like you started to understand why they got together. I get some, like, an energy like that when it comes to, like, the two of you. Like, when people first see you all together, they'd be like, this is the most random thing ever. Like, how do these two even cross paths? Like, it just seemed like you all are from two different worlds, that, you all wouldn't be each other's type or something like that. And then it's like, as people continue to see you together, it's almost like it all starts to come together and make sense, and they see perfectly well how you all ended up together, because some way you seem so perfectly, like, you start to look perfectly matched. Like, you are perfectly matched from the start, but I get like it's going to take a little minute for other people to get it. But once they keep seeing you together, they're going to understand, well, like, okay, I get why they're together. Like, they are very much alike. They almost look alike, or they act alike, or they have this, and that in common. I get it. I'm hearing the song Higher Love. Give me a higher love. Yeah, I feel like this love is very much from another dimension. As I mentioned before, like, you all have a very strong past life together, an ancient past life together. And I feel like you all still carry the energy that you had in that past life, especially if you all were like gods or goddesses in the previous lifetime and were together. I feel like you still hold that god or goddess energy. Like, you reincarnated with that energy. So with the two of you together, it feels like you're from another dimension. I feel like you're going to feel that whenever you're together, and I feel like people are going to feel that whenever they're around you too, or like even looking at the two of you, because I'm getting like a lot of people looking at you through like a screen, like a phone screen, computer screen, TV screen. So some of you might even become like a famous couple. But I feel like even looking at you like that, you all radiate this energy that makes people understand that this love they're seeing is not even of this world. Like, it's something, and it's nothing comparable in this realm. I feel like there's not a relationship existing in this realm, or at least not any that people commonly come across. Like, whatever they perceive to be power couples in this realm, I feel like you all exceed that, and people are going to recognize that. Even if they don't understand what they're seeing or feeling when they're looking at you, they're going to know that you're higher than whatever they thought relationship goals were. And yeah, I get like you're extremely powerful together, and it's almost like you give off this, it's not just light, but I get like electricity. Like, there's a power that shoots from the two of you, like from your beings. And I feel like you're both like that individually, but like when you come together, that energy is fused, and so what you put out is like even stronger than your individual energies. Yeah, I get something about you all are going to form an empire together of sorts. So you all could be going into business together and creating something that lasts for many generations to come. It's like you're cementing your name, in this earth somehow. Like you all build a name together, and I feel like your names are going to last in this earth long after you pass on from this life. As I was saying that, I was hearing history, so you all could be documented in history together. But I get like it's more than just love. Like you all have this amazing other dimensional love. I'm hearing multi-dimensional love. So it's like you love, like you have a love here that people can see, but there's another version of the two of you together in another dimension. I feel like those two versions of yourselves work together to create like this very powerful creation of love that this realm has ever seen or rarely sees. But yeah, I feel like you all, in addition to like this amazing, incredible love that you all are creating together, I feel like you're going to do something in business together that makes history. I'm also hearing for somebody this you're going to be a highly awarded couple, so you all could like even win awards together. I'm getting Nobel Peace Prize. Um they're like the vanity awards like Oscars, Grammys, things, Emmys, things of that nature, but I feel like you're going to what is I'm hearing like laureate. What is that? I know that's some sort of oh, okay. It's a person who is honored with an award for outstanding creative or intellectual achievement. Yes, I feel like the two of you, it's like it's as a duo though. I don't feel like it's anything. You all might branch out and do like individual projects, but I feel like you all are going to be known as a very awarded unit. So like you all might go out and do your own thing occasionally and you get awarded for that, but it's like collectively you all are going to be laureates. And I feel like for some of you this is going to do with more on the creative side that you're going to be highly rewarded for, or I feel that yeah, that's what I was getting in my head, Nobel laureate. I feel like you all are going, for others, it's more like intellectual based. So you all could be writing things, like maybe books. Um, Definitely getting very strong, like book energy, like writing books, like self help books or something like that. You all could even do like a mixture of the two, like creative work and like, more literary, intellectual work as well, and be awarded for both. But I get that very strongly. And I wasn't even sure what that word meant. So that's definitely something I feel like you all are going, when all is said and done, before you pass out of this earth, I feel like you all are going to be known as laureates because of how highly awarded you are for your achievements and your work that you've done both individually and together in your time here. That's why you're going to be documented in history somehow. So this reading is not going to resonate with many of you. I'm picking that up very strongly. This is a very specific message for very select individuals, which I often channel those messages. I don't really channel messages for like, you know, just the general person who comes across and just wants to know about love. I channel very high, uh, very specific high level energy because I'm a very high level energy. So I can't really connect. I mean, I could, but I don't really tap into energy that's so much lower than mine. I can possibly go maybe one or two steps lower than my energy, but majority of the population is not very high vibrational, and I don't choose to tap into that energy. So I don't really like to read for a bunch of people. So that's why like the people who are drawn to my readings, I know that they're very high vibrational people because that's what I attract, being that myself. So yeah, back to the reading. I get like this is a very specific message that's not going to resonate with everyone, but if you hear this, you're going to know because I feel like you would have already met this person and you're starting to feel that there's something special here that almost feels out of this world, or you're starting to feel an energy like that coming in. You're starting to have like really powerful dreams about, something about to happen and it relating to a person that's going to be, very life changing for you. You're having that energy. The energy is here already. Even if they're not physically here, it's like that energy is already like with you. So if you have that going on, that this reading is yours. I get something about like if you're a feminine energy, this masculine energy has been like preserving their love for you. So, as I mentioned before, you all made this ancient pact to always find each other and be together in every lifetime you incarnate together. And I feel like this masculine could have some sort of knowledge or memory of that. So, whenever he was with somebody else, even if he was married to this person, he was always holding back on how much love he was giving them because it's almost like he felt like he was cheating on you. Even if he didn't know it was a you specifically, I get like he felt like there's somebody else I'm supposed to be with, and I don't want to give this person the love that I'm supposed to be sharing with this other person I haven't encountered yet. So it's like they were always holding back on how much they were doing, how much they were expressing, how much they were giving to these other people they were with, because they were preserving that love for you. It's like their love was on reserve, and now that you're here or they're about to meet you, it's like you're about to see. I feel like everybody is about to see a side of this person that they've never seen before. I feel like their exes could even be like, they've never done that. They never did that with me. And yeah, they didn't because, again, they had this feeling like, I don't know. It's like they had this feeling like they were cheating on somebody. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I feel like I feel like the feminine felt that way too. I feel that the feminine and the masculine were subconsciously always feeling like they were cheating on each other way before they even knew of each other's existence. So when they were dealing with people, they only gave like a percentage of their love, or like they only showed like a percentage of their capability when it came to romance. So I feel like the people they were with were like blown away by the little they were given, but these people knew that they could give more. But they knew somehow that these people weren't vibrationally matched to them all the way. So they never showed their whole hand, but they're about to show their whole hand to each other. And so they're about to get a version of each other that they've nobody has ever gotten. Like they're about to expose their whole heart because this is the love that it was this is the love that this their hearts were supposed to experience or connect with, not anything else, not to the extent where it opens completely. I keep hearing that song Higher Love, give me a higher love. Yeah, I feel like these two people, they were always craving something more, but some of them didn't even know what that more was until they encountered each other, and it is like, this is what I've been wanting. This love gives them so much harmony and peace within their soul that they never had before. Like they were probably individuals who always felt unsatisfied in previous relationships. I'm also getting like cheating was probably a thing in their past relationships. But as you know, as crazy as it's going to sound, these people were not cheaters. Like they cheated possibly in past relationships. It's not going to be for everybody, but it's like they were cheating because the people they were with were honestly not enough energetically. And I know that's going to sound terrible, but it really is a thing. I feel like with each other, they can't even imagine stepping out with other people. This is why I was getting earlier that their exes, they're going to be like, they never did that with me. They're going to be seeing a side of these people, these individuals that has never been displayed before. And they're going to be so, I'm hearing like it's going to be people who are hating on this, like especially exes, because they're going to be like, you doing something for them that you never did with me. Like, this is all I ever wanted, and you never gave that to me. If you had done this with me, we would have worked. But no, it's like they couldn't. It wouldn't have worked regardless. This was always what it was meant to be. So the cheating, if that was a thing that these people were doing, it was just them seeking something like that. It's like they were bored easily, they were unsatisfied in these connections, but they couldn't really put their finger on it. Like, even if they sat down and talked to their partner and be like, I'm not fulfilled here, and they're like, look, they could even say like, I need more of this or more of this, and their partner could have even made adjustments, but it's like nothing they did ever brought that fulfillment. And they didn't these people didn't even understand what it is they were looking for. Like, they were probably saying maybe if they cooked a little more, or maybe if they had sex a little more, or maybe, they dressed up, I don't know, like whatever some superficial thing was that they thought it might be that this person could do more of to please them. It wasn't that, because as this person made more efforts, these individuals, they just kept feeling like it's still not enough. And it was always an energetic thing. But like I said, there's no thought of cheating or stepping out, even if they were like that with other people in the past. So that's why I said earlier, like, these people are not cheaters. They cheated, possibly one or both of them, in previous relationships, but that's not really it's not really in their makeup to be that way. It's just that they were looking for something specific that they weren't finding in the past, and now that they found it, they don't have to look elsewhere. And I keep hearing unfair. So yeah, I feel like many people in the past are going to be looking at the treatment that's being given in this relationship as being unfair to, what they had. It's like, why could they give that to me? They just weren't matched. Yeah. I feel like people are really going to see what a true match looks like. I'm hearing like many people on this earth think they know what it takes to be in a relationship and what love is supposed to look like and what it's supposed to behave like, but they haven't seen it yet. I don't feel like there's any existing couple publicly, like on a larger scale. I don't care if it's like, those old school loves, like, oh, my grandmother and grandfather were together for 50 years and they stayed together. Not even those, because I feel like a lot of those relationships are romanticized and they were horrible. This is truly going to be true love in its purest form. I'm not going to say there won't be any issues, but it won't be the issues that many of relationships today experience, or even relationships, the past 100 years experience. Like, oh, we had a period of, ups and downs, or like, granddad, cheated on grandma and had a side baby. Like, no, none of that stuff is going to exist in this relationship. And people are going to be looking for that kind of stuff to come out of this, and they're going to be super shocked to see that it never happens. The respect is there. I'm hearing they cherish each other very openly. They communicate very well. The sexual chemistry is off the chain. Like, they're intellectually matched. Like, they're never bored with each other as far as conversation. They're constantly learning together, growing together. There's not anyone in this relationship who's going to feel left behind, because that's also a thing that seems to exist in many relationships, where one feels like one is doing more, or like they're living their dreams, and the other one is made to like step back and just support the other one. Or maybe one hasn't figured out their purpose while the other person is like very much in their purpose. So it's like a jealousy thing that exists. None of that is going on. These people are equally matched, equally yoked. This is the very definition of equally yoked. Like I said, I don't feel, maybe there is some relationship in an obscure town somewhere, some people who still maintain their anonymity, who may have this, but I feel like this relationship is meant to be on display. So as I mentioned before, you all are going to have fame. You're going to be a famous couple, whether that's something you desire to have or not, I feel like it's in the star, like it's written in the stars for you all. And like I said, there's no couple that is in the limelight or has been in the limelight for at least the last 100 years who have displayed this. Like, they haven't displayed what true love is. They've had aspects, but there was always like a failure or a mismatch on some level. There was never a couple on the public stage within the last 100 years who were truly equally yoked. And I feel like this couple, they're going to be amongst the first. And I say amongst the first because I'm picking up that it could be more than one relationship I'm reading for. So it could be like a handful of couples that emerge with this energy in the near future. And again, they're going to be the true definition of equally yoked. And that's going to be the new example of like what love is supposed to look like, what it's supposed to behave like. I'm also hearing what it's supposed to smell like. I don't know what that would mean, but yeah, it's just nothing here is out of whack. Nothing here is imbalanced. Everything is perfectly balanced here. And I feel like whatever issues they have, it almost feels minor because they have such great skills to navigate it and work through every, issue they may have. This is true. This is divine. Seriously. Okay? So that's about all I have for you all for this filming and general energy reading. I hope it was helpful to you. Again, if you would like to check out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can do so at the Vimeo links below in the description box. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to my website can be found in the description box as well. And follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily, not daily guidance. I don't do daily anymore, but for guidance. It's whenever I feel inspired to post it. But that's all I have for you all. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with more lovelies. Bye.